Hi everyone, Rana Sir is here. Welcome to our RANA SIR educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is motion of two bodies connected by a string passing over a pulley. In this topic, I will explain its concept in detail, and then I will also give some numerical solution on this topic. Therefore, you concentrate on this live video from starting to end to develop your knowledge on this topic. Okay, this is very important point and you have to focus on it. Therefore, simultaneously, I am also going to tell you, you also like this live video and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Okay, and simultaneously I am also going to tell you to subscribe this educational channel more and more. Now educational channel name is RANA SIR UP Kushinagar. Okay, now here one additional information I am going to tell you, you have to follow it positively. First of all, you have to take one pen and one notebook and then you have to sit at your location positively, properly and also safely to write all data which are written, on the blackboard, and also those information or those sentences which are spoken by me on your notebook for further revision. Okay, so you have to follow it positively. Now I'm going to start this live video and you concentrate here to understand how we will get the acceleration value and also tension of the string. With string there are two objects are connected and both objects are moving over a pulley. It means that passing over a pulley. So you concentrate here. Now I am going to start it. Okay, this is the class 11 physics and it is also in English medium and also in Hindi medium. After explaining in English medium, then later I will explain that is described in Hindi medium. Okay, so students who are reading in Hindi medium are students who are reading in UP board, those students can understand its concept in detail. Okay, now here I have to tell you this is the based on NCERT pattern and one instruction I have written, you have to follow it positively. This is general information and each and every student, each and every people of the universe, they have to follow it positively. Okay, now learning never stop, keep always learning. This is important information, this is thought and you have to remember it positively. Okay, now I am coming on the topic and you have to follow it positively. Now the topic name is motion of two bodies connected by a string passing over a pulley. It is also called in Hindi, that is written here, घिरनी पर से गुजरती डोरी से जुड़े दो पिंडों की गति. We have to also draw its diagram and I will start to move one body with respect to other, and in that case I will calculate the acceleration, common acceleration of the bodies and also what will be the tension force which are connected with a string. So that tension force I will calculate, and after calculating I will also give some numericals value so you can easily find out. Okay, now we concentrate here. So here I am going to draw its diagram. Here one rigid plane I have taken here, and with this rigid plane I have taken one pulley, and with this pulley I have connected here two masses. Here I am saying this is a mass of a body. This is a mass of a body. Here I am saying this is M1, and other other object that is also connected with same pulley. Sorry, I have to write here that mass, that object has mass M2. So I will say on this object one weight is going downward, that is mg m1g downward, and here I will say one force that is acting weight m2g. Okay, now this is a, on this string there is a tension force. So here I am saying this object will move with a acceleration above. Now here I will say this object will also have a tension force T. Now here I am saying this object is moving downward with acceleration A. It means that this is a pulley, with this pulley, one with this pulley I have hanged one string. With this string I have connected two masses. One mass, one two objects. So one object has mass m1, and due to this mass one gravitational force will be downward m1g, and this is also second object and it has mass m2. With this mass one gravitational force will be in downward direction, that is m2g. Now I am saying if any object which is moving upward or downward, in this case if that object will have a common acceleration a, so its direction will be upward, and this object will have acceleration downward. So we have to calculate the value of acceleration and also the value of T of the string. What is the tension force in the string? So value of A and the value of T we have to calculate by using the Newton's second law of motion. Okay students, so you concentrate here. Now I am going to calculate actually the common acceleration of both object, and also we have to calculate the tension force which is acting in the string. Okay student, so you have to concentrate here how we have to calculate its information. Okay, now I am saying according to Newton's second law of motion, first of all here I will say its solution is going like this. I will say according to Newton's second law of motion, according to Newton second according to Newton's second law of motion, I have to write for mass m1, for mass m1 I have to write tension T minus m1g, which is equal to m1a. I will say this is the equation number 1, because here movement of this first object which has mass m1, it is going upward. It means that force T, tension T is greater than m1g. Therefore, I have to calculate here resultant force. Resultant force means T minus m1g, which is equal to product of mass into acceleration of that object. That is called Newton's second law of motion. So T minus m1g is equal to m1a. So I will say this is the first equation for the mass A. So here I am going to highlight it. Okay. Similarly, I have to write for mass m2. Again, I will use Newton's second law of motion for mass m2. Here I will write. So this object m2 object is going downward. It means that m2g force is greater than T. It means that m2g minus T, which is equal to m2a. So this information I will write with the help of Newton's second law of motion. So m2g force is greater than m2g is force is greater than T, which is equal to m2a. So I will say this is the equation number 2. So here we have to calculate two parameter. One parameter is A and other parameter is T. Because A is constant value, that is all its value will be given in the question, and G is a constant value, its value is 9.8 meter per second square. If object is available, so that object will have a fixed mass. So m1 m2 G, I have known its value, but we have to calculate parameter A and also parameter T with the help of these two equations. One equation and other equation is 2. With these two equations, I have to calculate the value of A and also the value of T. Okay, students, so I know here there are two equations are available, so we have to calculate two parameters by solving these two equations. Okay, so you concentrate here. I'm going to solve each solution. Okay, now I will write one statement. That statement will be as I will write by adding equation 1 and 2 we get, by adding equations 1 and 2 we get. Okay, so this is the statement, and this statement I have to use in equation 1 and 2 for getting the value of A and also the value of T. Okay, so this is statement I will use. So I will add. So T, here T is plus and here T is minus. It will be cancelled out. But in the left hand side, I will write m2 minus. In the left hand side, right, I will say m2g. Again, I will write information here. So student can easily understand. First equation I have to write here T minus m1g, which is equal to m1a. So this is the equation number 1, and equation number 2 here m2g minus t1 minus t, which is equal to m2a. So this is the equation number 2. Now we have to add, because here I have written one statement, and that statement is for adding equation 1 and 2. So here equation 1 and 2 I have written properly. So here I have to add. So this plus and this minus will cancel out. So here I will write m2g minus m1g. which is equal to, here I have to take sum. So m1a plus m2a. Okay students, so you concentrate here because here g is common, so I will write here m2 minus m1 into g, which is equal to, here a is common, so I will take a common. So after taking a common, m1 plus m2, I have to write here properly. Okay, so here I have written by adding both equation number 1 and also equation number 2. After adding, I have got in the left hand side m2 minus m1g, which is equal to a m1 plus m2. Now further I will say this is the left hand side value. Here I have to write left hand side value, and this is the right hand side value, right hand side value. So here I will use, if all data from the left hand side I will put in left, all data from the right hand side I will put in left hand side, and all data from the left hand side I will put in the right hand side, so there is no change in my solution. Okay students, so you have to follow it positively. Okay, now equation number 1 and equation number 2 I have to save for further revision, because here equation number 1 for mass m1 I have written here according to Newton's second law of motion, T minus m1g, which is equal to m1a, and similarly for mass 2, here m2g minus t, which is equal to m2a. I have written all these information according to Newton's second law of motion. Okay, because here two object I have connected with a string, string, and that string is moving on a over the pulley. That string is passing over the pulley. Now here I am saying this is, if a one object which has mass m1, due to this mass object is moving in downwards, so its weight moving upwards, means acceleration is upward. Here acceleration is upward. It means that T force is greater than m1g. So I have written according to Newton's second law of motion. So T minus m1g, which is equal to m1a. Similarly, I have written information of object 2. That object has mass m2, because due to this mass object is moving downward, so one force is acting downward, that is m2g. Now this is also a tension force which is available in the string. So if I will use Newton's second law of motion, so I know I will calculate the resultant force, that is which is equal to mass of this object into acceleration. Okay, so according to that information I have written a statement. Okay, so we have to calculate parameters, two parameters. One parameter is acceleration and other parameter is tension force, which is available in the string. So other parameter m1g and m2 all are available in the question. Its finite value will be given in the question. Okay, now so here there are two equation and two variables, so I will solve by adding a subtracting. So here I have added here equation number 1 and 2. After adding, I have got its value as m2 minus m1 into g, which is equal to a m1 plus m2. Okay, so after using this concept, all data from the right hand side I will put in the left hand side, and all data from the left hand side I will put in the right hand side. So there is no any change in my solution. Okay, so I hope that students who are reading in CBSE board are students who are reading in English medium, all those students are understanding this concept easily. Okay, now I will also translate all these information into in Hindi, so students who are reading in Hindi medium are students who are reading in UP board, those students can also understand this concept in detail. Okay, now I am going to translate it. तो ये जो क्लास 11 का फिजिक्स है ऑलरेडी इंग्लिश मीडियम में हमने एक्सप्लेन किया, हिंदी मीडियम में इसको ट्रांसलेट करने जा रहा हूँ। यहाँ पे एक स्टेटमेंट लिखा गया, इस स्टेटमेंट को पॉजिटिवली यू हैव टू फॉलो इट। यहाँ कहा लर्निंग नेवर स्टॉप, मतलब जो भी स्टडी होता है वो कभी स्टॉप नहीं होता है। देयरफॉर हियर आई हैव एडेड वन इन्फॉर्मेशन, कीप ऑलवेज लर्निंग, हमेशा आपको लर्निंग करना है, कोई ना कोई चीज पॉजिटिवली आपको लर्न करना है। सो यू हैव टू फॉलो, दिस इज द थॉट एंड यू हैव टू फॉलो इट पॉजिटिवली। नाउ टॉपिक नेम इज मोशन ऑफ टू बॉडीज कनेक्टेड बाय ए स्ट्रिंग पासिंग ओवर ए पुली। इसमें कहा गया है कि घिरनी पर से गुजरती डोरी से जुड़े दो पिंडों की गति। तो यहाँ पे एक घिरनी है, इसको हम क्या करते हैं, घिरनी। एक घिरनी हो गया, दिस इज ए घिरनी, यह एक घिरनी है। इसको हम क्या कहेंगे, स्ट्रिंग कहेंगे या डोरी कहेंगे। इसको इंग्लिश में स्ट्रिंग कहते हैं, हिंदी में डोरी कह रहे हैं। यहाँ कहा गया दो पिन को जोड़े हैं, तो इस डोरी के एक एंड पर एक ऑब्जेक्ट जिसका मास, एक ऑब्जेक्ट का मीनिंग होता है वस्तु, उसका मास जो होता है अमाउंट किए हैं। उसके बाद से इस मास की वजह से जो होता है एक नीचे का जो फोर्स होता है, गुरुत्वाकर्षण फोर्स होता है M1 इंटू जी जो होता है नीचे की ओर काम करेगा। ओके, नाउ इस स्ट्रिंग में जो होता है एक टेंशन एराइज होगा। तो इस टेंशन एराइज होगा तो ये ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है इस तरीके से क्लॉकवाइज में मूव कर रहा है, इसलिए T एक फोर्स होगा, वो टेंशन फोर्स होगा। यह फोर्स ज्यादा है M1 जी से, इसलिए न्यूटन का सेकेंड नियम को अप्लाई करेंगे। न्यूटन का सेकेंड नियम क्या होता है, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मास इनटू एक्सीलरेशन ऑफ दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज कॉल्ड न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन। या दूसरे शब्द में कह सकते हैं, अगर कोई भी वस्तु है, उस वस्तु का मास और उस वस्तु के त्वरण के गुणनफल को ही हम न्यूटन का सेकेंड नियम कहते हैं। तो यहाँ पे ये दो फोर्स है, दोनों फोर्स का जो हम रिजल्टेंट लेंगे, ज्यादा फोर्स में से कम फोर्स को घटाएंगे तो वो भी एक फोर्स बनेगा। वो फोर्स किसके बराबर होगा, M1 इंटू ए के। क्योंकि ए ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है एवं मूव करता है, इसका एक्सीलरेशन क्या है, ए है। तो न्यूटन के सेकेंड लॉ के अनुसार यहाँ पे लिखे हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन, न्यूटन के सेकेंड नियम के अनुसार फॉर मास ए, मास को कहते हैं द्रव्यमान, द्रव्यमान नियम के लिए हमने लिखा है कि जब ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है ऊपर मूव कर रहा है तो T माइनस M1 जी विच इज इक्वल टू M1 इंटू ए। तो उस कंडीशन को यूज करके हमने यह एक समीकरण को लिखा है। इसी तरीके से ऑब्जेक्ट सेकेंड है जिसका मास M2 है, और इस M2 की वजह से वो ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है डाउनवर्ड मूव करता है, तो डाउनवर्ड जो होता है ग्रेविटी फोर्स जो होता है M2 जी काम करेगा, लेकिन इसमें टेंशन जो होता है ऊपर की ओर लगेगा। लेकिन इस T और M2 जी में जो होता है फोर्स कौन सा बड़ा है, M2 जी बड़ा है, तो M2 जी माइनस टी बराबर M2 ए लिखेंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट, सो यू हैव टू फॉलो इट पॉजिटिवली। तो उस तरीके से M2 जी माइनस टी हुई इक्वल टू M2 ए। तो इस तरीके से हमारा दो इक्वेशन हुआ। इस दो इक्वेशन में जो होता है दो पैरामीटर, एक त्वरण है, दूसरा जो होता है टेंशन फोर्स है। मतलब उसमें जो तनाव है उस तनाव को हम टी से रिप्रेजेंट किए, उस तनाव भी एक फोर्स होता है, ये बल होता है, उस फोर्स को कैलकुलेट करें। टी और ए का वैल्यू जो होता है, मान जो होता है, हमको कैलकुलेट करना है समीकरण 1 और समीकरण 2 से। तो हम देख रहे हैं कि समीकरण 1 और समीकरण 2 में एक पैरामीटर 2 है, एक पैरामीटर ए है, दूसरा पैरामीटर टी है। तो इसमें क्या होता है, इस तरह के क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए हम दो तरह का मेथड यूज करते हैं, या तो एलिमिनेशन मेथड यूज करते हैं या सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड यूज करते हैं। तो यहाँ पे एलिमिनेशन मेथड को हम यूज करते हैं, ताकि एलिमिनेशन मेथड में जो होता है दो पैरामीटर, एक पैरामीटर को कैंसिल करेंगे और दूसरे पैरामीटर के वैल्यू को ऑब्टेन करेंगे, और जब ऑब्टेन करने के बाद उस पैरामीटर के वैल्यू को जो होता है किसी एक समीकरण में किसी एक समीकरण में रखेंगे, रखने के बाद से सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो जो दूसरा अननोन पैरामीटर उसका वैल्यू हमको मिल जाएगा। इसलिए मैं समीकरण 1 और समीकरण 2 को यहाँ पे एक स्टेटमेंट लिखा हूँ। इस स्टेटमेंट को हम यूज करेंगे, यूज करने के बाद से यहाँ पर कहा गया दोनों को ऐड करें, तो समीकरण 1 को भी और समीकरण 2 को भी प्रॉपर्ली हमने राइट किया। राइट करने के बाद से यहाँ पर देखें टी जो होता है पहले समीकरण में प्लस है, दूसरे समीकरण माइनस है, तो प्लस माइनस जो होता है कैंसिल हो जाएगा। उसके बाद इसको ऐड करना, तो M2 जी एक ग्रेटर है M1 G1 से, M1 G से। तो इसको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में रखे, राइट हैंड साइड में M1 ए प्लस m2 ए रखे। तो हम देख रहे हैं लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में g और g होता है कॉमन है, इसलिए कॉमन ले लिए, m2 माइनस m1 हो गया इज इक्वल टू, यहाँ पर राइट हैंड साइड में a जो होता है त्वरण कॉमन है, उस त्वरण को भी कॉमन लेके m1 प्लस m2 लिखे। अब यहाँ पे एक कॉन्सेप्ट को यूज करेंगे कि जो राइट हैंड साइड में जितने भी डाटा है, जितने भी मान हैं, सभी मान को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लाएंगे और लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के सारे डाटा को राइट हैंड साइड में ले जाएंगे। तो इस तरीके से करने पर हमारे सॉल्यूशन में किसी तरह का चेंज नहीं होता। ओके स्टूडेंट, आई होप दैट यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑल दीज informations clearly. Okay, now some informations I will remove for getting acceleration value and also tension value. Okay student, so you concentrate here positively, understand its concept, how I am applying the Newton's second law of motion for getting the value of A and also the value of T, which are available in the string, existing in the string. One is the tension force and other is the acceleration of both object. Okay student, so you concentrate here. Now I am going to erase information so that I can give its solution properly. Now here I will substitute all data right hand side in left. So A, so here I will write A in the bracket am1 plus am2, which is equal to, I have to write here am2 minus am1 into G. Okay, so here I have to get the value of only A. So am1 plus m2 I will transfer in the right hand side, so I will divide right hand side data with this term. So here I will write em2 minus em1 divided by em1 plus em2 in em1 plus em2, and here I will write into G. So this is the value of acceleration and we have to remember it. If any two objects which are connected like this, so we have to calculate their acceleration value and also tension which is existing in the string. Okay, so this is one information. Now the value of A I have to substitute in the equation number 1, and after substituting, and I will simplify, and after simplifying I will get a value, and that value we will obtain. Okay, so here I will write one statement like this. Now putting the value of acceleration A in equation number 1 we get. Okay, so here positively I have to write putting the value of A means acceleration, so that acceleration value is this much. Putting the value of A in equation 1, so equation 1 is available here, so I have to write here equation 1. This is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. So in equation number 1 I have to put its value. Okay, so equation number 1 I have to write T minus am1 G, which is equal to em1 into A. So I have to write em1 in the place of A, I have to write this much, that is em2 minus em1 divided by em1 plus em2, and after it I have to write here small g. Okay, now for the I will simplify, and after simplify I will get the value of T. Okay, so value of A I am saving here because it is important. So A is equal to em2 minus em1 divided by em1 plus em2. After closing bracket I have to write here G. So A is equal to m2 minus m1 divided by m1 plus into G. Okay student, so you have to follow it positively. Now after solving this expression, this equation, and then I will get the value of T, and that will be the value which is existing in the string. Okay, student, I hope that you are understanding all these informations positively and clearly. Therefore, you like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also improve means they can update their knowledge and develop their knowledge on this topic. Okay, and simultaneously you also subscribe this education channel more and more. Okay, student, now after explaining these informations, so I will simplify. After simplifying, I will get the value of t. Okay, you concentrate here how I'm going to calculate its solution. So above information I will erase, and after erasing I will use this statement in this. So here I have to write t minus m1 g, which is equal to, here I will multiply m1 with this term, and also with this term g is also multiply with this. So here I will say m1 m2 g. Now m1 square g, sorry, m1 m2 g minus m1 square g, and divided by, here I have to write in the bracket m1 plus m2. Okay, so above information I have written. Now further I will transfer this minus m1g in the right hand side, and after simplifying I will get a result. Okay, students, so you concentrate here for understanding its value. So here I will say t is equal to, here left hand side m1g is minus, so it will go in right hand side, so I will write m1g positive, plus here I will write m1 m2 m1 m2 into g minus m1 square. Here I have to write properly m1 square into g are divided by, here I have to write m1 plus m2. Okay, students, so you concentrate here how we have to calculate the value of t. Okay, so here I can write m1 g divided by 1, and therefore I will take here LCM of 1 into m1 plus m2. So LCM will be m1 plus m2. So LCM will be m1 plus m2. Now we will divide this term with 1, so I will get same term. So same term I will multiply with this. So here I will write, this is t. So here I will write m1g, in the bracket I have to write m1 plus m2, m1 plus m2, and here plus sign is blue, I have to put here plus sign, and then I have to write m1 m2 g. Now here these informations I will positively erase. Positively I will erase, because its acceleration is upward. So after erasing, here I will say this m1 m2g I have written here, minus sign is available, so I will put minus sign. Sorry, m1 square g is I have to write here. Okay, so this is the complete simplification. Now here I have taken the LCM of 1 into m1 plus m2. So 1 into m1 plus m2 will be there. Now if any quantity which is multiplied with 1, that will be the same value, that is m1 plus m2. Now here I will divide this quantity, that is m1 plus m2, with 1, I will get same value, that is m1 plus m2. So I will multiply the m1 g into m1 plus m2. Okay, so here plus sign is available, I have to put there plus sign, the same data I will write here, that is m1 m2 g. I have written here m1 m2 into g properly. I am going to write it, that will be visible. So here I will write m1 m2 g minus m1 square g. I have written here properly. Okay, now again I will multiply this term with this term and this value also with this term, and then I will simplify. After simplifying I will get its value. Okay, so above data I will erase for further calculation. So here I have to write t, which is equal to, if m1 g I will multiply with first term and also with second term. After multiplication I have to write m1 square g plus, here I have to write m1 m2 g plus, I have to write m1 m2 g minus m1 square into g. So this value I have written here are divided by, I have to write here in the bracket m1 plus m2 m1 plus m2. Okay. Okay, student, if you are understanding all these information, so you like this live video and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Okay, now if you have any doubt on this topic, so you write, yeah, you type information in the comment section and then you positively send. When I will look your statement, yeah, information, comment, then I will read. After reading I will give the appropriate solution of your question positively. Okay, students, so you follow it positively. Now here I am going to erase this statement and then I have to simplify. So here I have looked m1 square g, this is plus value, and this is m1 square g, this is minus value. It will cancel out. So after cancelling I will say m1 m2 g m1 m2 g, this is 2 times. So I will write 2 m1 m2 g divided by, I have to write here m1 plus m2 m1 plus m2. Okay, so here I have got the value of t, which is equal to 2 times m1 m2 g, m1 m2 into g divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, students, so I hope that you are understanding all these informations positively. Okay, therefore you like this live video and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also understand about this topic. Okay, and also they can improve their knowledge on this topic, and also they can develop their knowledge on this topic positively. So here I have got the value of a, that is the value of acceleration. Here I have got, so I will say this is the one answer of the topic, and this is the second answer of the topic. Okay, student, so this is the theory. On this theory you have to also solve some numericals positively. Okay, if you have any doubt, so you type your doubt point or query point or any informations which is regarding, which is also available on this topic, and then you type and then you send, and positively I will look, and after looking I will resolve your solution of your question. I will resolve the solution of your question positively and I will send you. Okay, positively. Okay, so you have to take each and every information of the question positively. Okay, now here again I am going to explain this information in Hindi, so student who are reading in Hindi medium, so those students can also understand its concept in detail. Okay, are student who are reading in Hindi medium, या यूपी बोर्ड, दो स्टूडेंट कैन अंडरस्टैंड. तो मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया था कि जब एक घिरनी से, यह जो होता है एक घिरनी है और यह एक थ्रेड है, थ्रेड को जो होता है स्ट्रिंग भी कहते हैं, यहाँ पर हिंदी में डोरी के नाम से जानते हैं. जब इस घिरनी पर एक डोरी है, डोरी से बना हुआ है दो पिंड, एक पिंड जिसका मास m1 है, दूसरा पिंड जिसका मास m2 है। पिंड का मतलब होता है वो वस्तु होता है या ऑब्जेक्ट होता है या पार्टिकल होता है। जब एक वस्तु को एक घिरनी पर एक स्ट्रिंग है, स्ट्रिंग मीन्स डोरी, उसके एक सीरीज से एक ऑब्जेक्ट को हमने हैंग करके बांध दिया है और बांध करके हैंग किया है, तो उस m1 मास के कारण जो होता है एक ग्रेविटी फोर्स जो होता है डाउनवर्ड लगेगा, उसको m1 जी के नाम से हम जानते हैं। और वो उस पर जो होता है उस डोरी पर उस मास की वजह से जो होता है एक टेंशन फोर्स ठीक काम करेगा। ओके, एक तनाव होगा, उस तनाव को भी हमें कैलकुलेट करना है। और जब ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है ऊपर मूव करता है तो उसके लिए एक एक्सीलरेशन त्वरण का मान हमने ए लिया है। लेकिन जब इस पुली के ओवर जो होता है मूव करता है, ऊपर से मूव करता है, तो यहाँ पर जो सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसका द्रव्यमान जो होता है m2 है, जब उस द्रव्यमान को जब m2 नीचे की ओर जाता है तो ऑटोमेटिकली जो होता है एक फोर्स जो होता है नीचे की ओर काम करेगा, वो फोर्स m2 जी होगा और एक डोरी में तनाव टी होगा। तो हम कहेंगे न्यूटन के सेकेंड लॉ के अनुसार जो होता है हम चेंज इन फोर्स लेंगे, तो ग्रेटर फोर्स माइनस स्मॉलर फोर्स करेंगे, मीन्स m2 जी माइनस टी विच इज इक्वल टू इस वस्तु का मास और उस वस्तु में जो त्वरण होता है उस त्वरण के गुणनफल को ही न्यूटन का सेकेंड लॉ कहते हैं। तो इस तरीके से हम दो इक्वेशन बनाएंगे और उस दो इक्वेशन बनाने के बाद से आपको एक्सप्लेन किया था कि त्वरण को जो होता है किस तरीके से कैलकुलेट करें। जब दोनों इक्वेशन को जब ऐड करते हैं तो उसमें टेंशन कैंसिल हो जाता है, उसको सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं, हमको एक्सीलरेशन का वैल्यू, त्वरण का वैल्यू मिलता है। अब उस त्वरण के वैल्यू समीकरण 1 में जब सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं, पुट करते हैं, तो पुट करने के बाद से सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद से वो टेंशन टी का मान जो होता है 2m1 m2g बटे m1 प्लस m2 हुआ। ओके स्टूडेंट, आई होप दैट हम समझ रहे हैं कि आप इस क्वेश्चन को जो होता है इस सोल्यूशन, इस टॉपिक में जो भी कंसेप्ट एक्सप्लेन किया गया है, इस कंसेप्ट को आप क्लियरली समझ रहे हैं। इसलिए इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक करें, शेयर करें अपने कलीग्स के साथ, फ्रेंड्स के साथ और विद्यार्थियों के साथ, दैट इज स्टूडेंटों के साथ, ताकि उनका भी नॉलेज इस पॉइंट पर, पॉइंट नेम जो होता है मोशन ऑफ टू बॉडीज कनेक्टेड बाय ए स्ट्रिंग पासिंग ओवर ए पुली, तो इस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड उनका कंसेप्ट जो होता है अपडेट और डेवलप हो सके। और साथ ही साथ इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सब्सक्राइब करें। ओके स्टूडेंट, अगर कोई भी इस टॉपिक में कोई भी पॉइंट पर अगर डाउट है या क्वेरी है तो आप पॉजिटिवली जो होता है कमेंट सेक्शन में टाइप करें और टाइप करके सेंड करें। हम जब उसको ऑब्जर्व करेंगे तो पॉजिटिवली जो होता है अप्रोप्रिएट सोल्यूशन जो होता है आपके क्वेश्चन को प्रोवाइड करेंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट, सो आई होप दैट यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑल दीज इंफॉर्मेशंस क्लियरली। ओके, now this is the theory. Now if I will take a particular question, and in that particular question I will give the first object which has mass and acceleration, and then I will take the value of g 9.8 at 10 meters, and then similarly second object will have a particular mass, I will say that is the 15 kg, and acceleration will be same and it is going downward. So I will calculate. So after calculating I will find the value of a and also the value of t by using the same formula, or we will again solve with the help of Newton's second law of motion for getting the value of acceleration and also for getting the value of tension which is existing in the string. Okay student, so I hope that you are understanding these concept clearly. Okay, now I will erase it, and after erasing I will give the particular solution. So this question, this formula I am going to save here for using later. Okay, so here I will write t is equal to, here I have to write 2 m1 m2 and into g. Now divided by, I will write in the bracket m1 plus m2. I have to write it positively here. Okay, so each and every student has to follow it positively to give its calculation in detail. Okay, so according to this way I have to get the tension, force and also acceleration. Okay, now here I am going to erase it. and after erasing I will give one numerical, and that numerical is also based on same concept. So here I am saying this object 1 has mass 10 kg. I have taken here 10 kg. Now the value of acceleration is 2 meter per second square. With this value the object is moving upward, so here I will say this value will be also 2 meter per second square. Acceleration will be same. Now here I have to calculate. Now we have to calculate the value of a. Now its value I will take here parameter a, and here I will say also that parameter is also a. Now here I will say in the in the string there is a tensor force T and it is moving with acceleration a. So we have to calculate the value of a and also with value of t. Now here I will write given that given that, so its information will be as. So given that means the value of g I have to take here 10 meter per second square. So this is the gravity value. So we have to take here g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Now I will also write first object which has mass 10 kg, that is in MKS system, and second object that is also available, it has mass here I have to write, suppose that 15 kg. So here I write 15 kg. So second object has mass 15 kg. Now with the help of this value I have to calculate the value of acceleration which is available in the question, because this object here there are two objects, one object is which has mass 10 kg and other object is that has mass 15 kg. Now it is moving upward and in clockwise direction. So I will say we have to calculate this common acceleration value and also we have to calculate this tensor force in the egg that is available in the string. Okay, so I will use the same formula. If acceleration we have to calculate, so I have to use this formula for calculating the acceleration value. Otherwise I will use the second Newton's law of motion, concept of second Newton's law of motion for evaluating its value. So I have to calculate. I will write one statement according to Newton's second law of motion. Here I will write according to second Newton's law of motion. For 10 kg object, I have to write here for 10 kg object. So here I will say for 10 kg object. So I will write here. So 10 into g minus t, which is equal to 10 into a. This is the equation number 1. Similarly, I will write for 15 kg object. I will apply here Newton's second law of motion. Okay, for here I will write for 15 kg. For 15 kg object, a object which has mass 15 kg. So in this case I will write that is 15 kg into g, 15 kg into g minus t, which is equal to, I have to write above will be as t minus, above I have to write here that is t minus 10 into g. Okay, now 15 minus g t, 15 minus t, which is equal to 15 into a, and I will say this is the equation number 2. So with the help of equation number 1 and equation number 2, I will solve, and after solving I will get the value of a and also value of t. Okay, students. So I hope that you are understanding all these informations clearly. Okay. So you have to also explain informations in detail. Okay. Okay. Now I will I will ex I will use one statement. That statement will be like this. So equation number 1 and equation number 2, both equation I will add, and after adding I will get the value of a. Okay, students, I hope that you are understanding this solution. Okay, now above data I will erase, and after erasing I will get the value of a and also value of t by writing one statement. So here that statement I am going to write. So above information I am going to erase for writing the information. So here I will write adding equation 1 and adding equation 1 and equation 2, equations 1 and 2 we get. So here I will write, so one equation will be t minus 10g, which is equal to 10a, and second is 15 g minus t, which is equal to 15a. Okay, student. So below data I will erase for solving purpose. So I have to write here, this is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2, and I will use this statement for solving it. So here this t is plus and this t is minus, it will be cancel out. So here I will say 15 g minus 10g. So here I will write 5g. So here I will say 10 plus 15, that will be 25a. Now I have to calculate the value of a. So similarly, I will put all data which are available in the right hand side. I will put in the left hand side, and all data which are available in the left hand side, I will put in the right hand side. So there will be no any change in my solution. So I can write 5 into g. So here I can write a is equal to 5g divided by 25. So further I have to put the value of g, that is 10 kg, 10. I will say this is the way, with this way I have to solve its concept. Sorry. Okay, so firstly I am going to erase for getting the value of a. Again I can put the value of a in equation 1 for getting the value of t. Okay, yeah, I can put also the value of a in equation 2 for getting the value of t. Okay, in any equation I have to put the value of a for getting the value of t also. Okay, so I'm considering equation number 1 for getting its value. So this value I have to save here. So in this case I have got the value of a, that is 2 meter. One information I'm also going to give you, always I will be online, that is 13 past to 7 o'clock to 13 past to 8 o'clock. Between these time slot always I will working, and always I will teach because I will teach physics and similarly I will also teach class of them. It is okay. So in this student who are want to read, yeah, who want to read about the concept of mathematics or the class 10 already I have taught you on the on online, and all data which are in the latest section go there in the already I have taught you in detail that you can go to the